And we're live. Alright, let's go. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. How is everybody? Just doing some last minute adjustments here before we get going. Alright, let's go. So, hello guys, welcome to the stream. What has happened in the world of Asphalt? Well, honestly, nothing really. We got teaser for a new update, which we will talk about. And yeah, I made a couple more adjustments to the stream, just really hoping I can get the most out of my internet. But, you know, we're still dropping frames, so I'm trying to minimize the amount of damage that my internet does to the stream. So we'll just see how it goes. And you might notice in the left corner that this championship has 2 minutes left to expire, but fear not, because I've already done all the grand finales, and I've done enough trophies to where I got the prizes I wanted. So I won the Buick Riviera, not like anybody cares. Did I miss it? I don't even remember. Oh, there it is. I don't even remember what rank it is. That's how much I care about this game. However, I'm going to care about this game quite a bit more because we got the car list for the next update, and I gotta say, it's perfect. There's not one car that I don't like there. Or even the bike. The bike is really good too, you know. If there's any bike they could add, it would be the Kawasaki Ninja H2R, because that's one of the bikes I know about before Asphalt. Like, that's the one that, like, everybody knows. It's the fastest street bike ever. So, yeah. And then also, we got Events Start, which is a really cool looking concept. We got the Zenfo ST1, which was rumored to come in the game actually like 2 years ago, and it finally came in the next update. So that's good. And then we got new brand Apollo, and oh boy, they got a good one. They got the Apollo N, which is just a newer version of the Gumpert Apollo from like 2010, so that's pretty sweet. But even sweeter is we got the Apollo IE, which is the thumbnail, and I think it's the Apollo Itenza Emozione. I don't know, but I'm just going to call it the Apollo IE, and I think it's easy for everybody to refer to as the Apollo IE. So, yeah, we'll just stick with that for now. And, yeah, otherwise, yeah, nothing to do today, because this championship has 30 seconds left, and there's nothing left for me to do there. We'll do some multiplayer to guarantee our Champion League rewards, and then we'll do a little bit of events, because we have a few. And then I think I might end the stream a little bit early to watch qualifying, because if you guys don't follow Formula 1, Bahrain Grand Prix qualifying starts right in the middle of this stream at the hour mark. So I think I'm going to watch Q3 end it early, because there's nothing really to do. I don't want to drag this for 2 hours. I guess for those who don't have it, the Aventador SV is back, but I won the Aventador SV on its first try. This is the second restart that it's getting. Championship's gone. Boom. But this is the third restart that the champion... No, I keep messing it up. It's the second restart, third attempt that you can do for the Aventador SV. So, yeah. Anyway, yep, that officially ends our period. So here's our Buick Riviera. Owned. All good. It's all good in the hood. So let's start right away with events. I did a couple just to see how they were. And our field's just about refilled. You know, I just did the Heat Cup. And we got the Health Day Cup, which... with the KMTT4, so I can't complain with that. It's pretty nice. We got the MP425 Cup for whatever reason. I guess that was supposed to have an Assembly Cup or something. I don't know. No reason to have it, but hey, we have it. Civic Type R Cup, that was the Assembly Cup for this week, but I don't have a Max Pro, so I can't go for top 25. Plus, you can't do that on Windows anyway. And Standard Multiplayer Weekend Cup, where he's one of 9 cars. It's so weird. So anyway, let's start, I guess, with the one that's most accessible, which is the Health Day Cup. Max Pro free try came in GT4. Can't argue with that. Let's go. I don't have access to the Zenvo right now. And, the only color we know of is yellow. But obviously, there's going to be some more colors. Yep, let's abuse the Cayman's long nitro. Go for a hot lap. We'll be like Kimi Räikkönen, who's been on fire this weekend in the practice sessions. Hopefully he can get pole position. Because lucky for everybody that's not Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton has a 5-place grid penalty for reliability of all things. So this means that there's a shot for a non-Mercedes car to get pole. Unless Bottas can do something like not crash. I don't know. That was a really bad jump. We'll try this lap again. My goal is like a 103. Like a bottom 103 kind of. Oh man, this thing has really bad handling, even at Max Pro. It's the Cayman GT4 too. Okay, that's some lag. I gotta mash the spacebar when it comes back. Alright. 103. Yeah, there's a 7. Let's go for like below a 4. That would be ideal for me. I know Alex got a 102.9 single tank, but you know. Let's try again. Same route. Just gotta get the barrel right. And I can't get the airspeeds right because I don't have the 2-finger tap. I know you're supposed to use spacebar, but I have the 2-finger tap and I got too used to it. And now that it's gone, it's not the same. They need to bring back the 2-finger tap on Windows.
Kids, he made me experience high time.
Okay, that was really bad airspeed. I forget that this thing has pretty bad nitro drop-off in terms of the total speed. Like 100 miles an hour nitro or something like that. Or 60 miles an hour. I don't know. The point is you have to tap fast. Because otherwise you'll lose a lot of time. That temp was wasted anyway, so let's try again. Since we got plenty of
He made me experience high time.
Thanks for subscribing, everybody. Where's Ali Raza? He's disappeared from the face of the earth.
Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag.
There we go, got some good airspeed there.
Blue flag, blue flag, blue flag.
Oh no. Alright, ruined it. I went too far to the right. What a wasted lap. Disgusting, Ed. Aren't you younger than me? Yeah, Ali went back to his home planet. I guess it is true that he disappeared off the face of the earth since he's an alien. Okay, that was bad. I'm not having a good run today. I've lost my skill from Asphalt. But hopefully I can get that refreshed in Asphalt 9. Alright, I'm gonna go on the right. I know you're supposed to do the beach barrels, but I don't have unlimited tries on this. And I'm not Alex. And that was only a 1-frame improvement. Lovely. I do have 2 top 5 planned for when Asphalt 9 globally releases. Just to reflect on how the game's life cycle has gone on. That's for the future. Yeah, I switched to my right hand and hit the spacebar. It doesn't really do much, since my spacebar is admittedly quite abused from like the 2 or 3 years of just pure nitro being mashed on my keyboard. Alright, this should be good. Let's go. $103.2 maybe? That's what it looks like right now. I just need to get lucky with the last 2 turns. Whew, that was not so lucky. But I got a 103.4. You know what? I'll take that. I know that's a kind of bad time. That's still half a second off from Alex, but you know what? I don't care. I've lowered my standards because I've been not practicing. Alright, so let's try the MP425 Cup on the same track. And this time acceleration's even more important. But luckily we have a Max Pro car, so we can compete with this. I just decided my 2-finger tapping. I'll take like the similar route. Or actually, I think I'll take the same route. This is the second time that wall's clipped me on a hot lap. Ugh, messed up the nitro. This is not gonna be a good lap. Alright. Let's get as much havoc as I can to salvage this lap. Wow, I couldn't do a flat spin. I tried to do a flat spin and I couldn't. Oh yeah, that's right. I have Comcast Internet. Lovely. I need to get my internet fixed before I start streaming other games again because I want the streams to be as smooth as possible, like they were before. It's okay. That's good. You know what? I'll only go for top 500 on that. So we don't have enough fuel to start the Honda Civic Type R. So we'll move on to our other stuff. Usually, you know, the usual grind, multiplayer. Where are we at? 2,326. Maybe let's go to 2,400. What are the featured cars? Oh, we got a lot. Not that I really care, because I already have all of them. It seems to be a common theme for Asphalt these days. Alright, we got Mode. Good to see him. Any tips for the Enduro? You need to be prepared, and honestly, if you plan to get any of the new update cars, you might want to skip it and get the event store through Blueprints. Because the rest of RSV is going to be a credit and V12 eater, just so you know. The entire Enduro is going to be a V12 eater. If you don't have 8 out of the 9 cars upgraded, because typically in Enduro, you could survive with one of the extra cars not being upgraded. And for me, I was able to do it too, but that was because the Huracan wasn't used until you so it didn't matter on the first ticket, but I didn't have the Stoke well upgraded. And I was able to get through to Challenge 50, and of course I'm cut off because of the frame drops. We back? Looks like we are back. So it cut off me for a good chunk. We were at 200 frames drop and then it went to 1200. So we just dropped 10 seconds of that loss. Whoa. Okay, that's not cool. Now I need a recovery drive and I'm not in a good spot to be spawned. quality. Yep. Yeah, the Zenvo SC1 new feature, it catches fire. Alright, so we got a inherited overtake. Not the way I wanted to do it, but hey, I'll take whatever. Whatever counts towards upgrading my rank. Maybe I can grab second here. But one of the opponents is a Devel, and if that was the guy who crashed, then he's going to be on the run for a comeback. Okay, so it looks like that is the Hasaria GT that I'm slowly making up time for. But I'm going to need to go conservative with my Nitro, because likely he's going to take my bottle. And yep, there's the overtake, and he crashes too, so hey, it's something. Go up 10. Not bad. Alright, let's keep going. So now we're guaranteed Champion League rewards for the end of the season to avoid getting D-ranked. Yes. So by the way, in other gaming news, and before I get cut off, one of my favorite games of all time, and it is my favorite non-racing game, is getting a remaster. It's the Spyro trilogy from the PlayStation back in 1998. They are bringing it back, and I am so pumped for it because that was literally my first ever video game. And that is my childhood right there. And they're bringing it right back in 2018. I've probably watched the trailer like 15 times now. And yeah, I'm pumped for that game. And yeah, can't wait to see how they do it. Hopefully they don't mess up all the controls and stuff. So what PS2 games can I recommend? Do you want it to be strictly racing, or do you want other stuff? Because there are a ton of PS2 games. I think the PS2 has probably the biggest library of any console, honestly. I had to avoid the overroll right there. You could avoid that if you catch it in time. But no. See, I have like a ton of PS2 racing games, and I have a few non-racing games, but I can make some recommendations for either because most of my childhood was spent on PS2 and PS3. I mean, if you want some instant classics, Ridge Racer 5. See, you played original Ridge Racer. I have Ridge Racer 1 and 4. 23, that's crazy. But I have Ridge Racer 1 and 4 on the PS1, and then I have 5 for the PS2 and 7 for the PS3. I don't know why I don't have the others. That's just like that. That's not a game I have to be. Strictly racing. Okay, so obviously Gran Turismo 3 and 4. Those are, I think, one of the two best PS2 games ever. But I'd assume that's, yeah, but do you have Gran Turismo 3? Because otherwise, oh, hey, Ali's here. Pick up Gran Turismo 3, because that is a amazing game. And of course, I'm cut off because of the frame drops. Okay, we're back. Alright, I can stop typing now. So, yes, I have Driver San Francisco. I can't speak, and I beat it. I had it on the PS3, but that was a quick game. Interesting, weird story, but I liked it. I just wish I was able to get more cars in that game. But anyway, obviously, Gran Turismo, and I think pretty much all the Need for Speed games on the PS2 were amazing. Like before the next generation of consoles, like up to Carbon. Because after Carbon, you get started into the next generation of consoles, where you'll have like trophies and online and stuff. But all those Need for Speeds, especially Hot Pursuit 2, Underground 2, Most Wanted, the good stuff. Whoa, that's not fair. I was pushed into the wall. That was a suicide right there. So now I'm not even going to get my points back. anyway, yeah. And then Midnight Club, that shouldn't be something to ask. Burnout, all the Burnout games from PS2. Literally all of them, get them. Especially Revenge in 3. And even more especially 3. Because Burnout 3 is one of the best games in that entire series. It is so much fun. And Burnout Revenge, and Burnout Dominator, and all Burnout. Burnout's like one of the best racing series I've ever played. And I beat the Burnout Paradise Remaster last week. I got Platinum Trophy. That's how much I enjoy that series. And then, no, I've never been in Elite League, actually. Never. But anyway, okay, aside from Burnout, okay, we got some other stuff. If you want some oddball ones, there's this game I had. It's probably really hard to find now. It's called Drive to Survive. I have a video on my channel from, like, really old. But I do have gameplay on my channel, actually, from back when I had, like, less than 10 subscribers. And that video actually got a few views, too. But yeah, that was an oddball racing game that I really enjoyed. There's a few like cartoony kitty racers that I had, like based off of cartoons. They were like, eh. Trying to think what else I had amazing memories on. Because they have a huge PS2 library, so I can't remember everything. Oh, that was a really bad idea. Really bad. Ooh, save it, save it, save it. Okay, I saved it. I don't know how I survived that. I'm lucky to get out of there alive and with points in the positive. Very lucky on that one. Oh wait, yeah. There's R Racing Evolution. If you're a weeb. Tokyo Extreme, although, is that in the USA? I've never played that one, but I know that one's very popular. I'm trying to think of everything they have that's not Need for Speed, Burnout, Gran Turismo. That's worth it. Oh, obviously Test Drive Unlimited. I forgot. Test Drive Unlimited on the PS2. Yeah. Test Drive Unlimited for the PS2. I think the Xbox 360 version of that game is better, but it's still a really good game on the PS2. I mean, the only thing you're missing is the graphics and the DLC cars that I guess you can no longer get since the servers are dead. But, yeah, TDU on the PS2. Definitely. Highly recommend that game because that game is amazing. I wish they brought back Test Drive Unlimited for a third one, even if the physics were less than preferable. They had some very memorable moments. That's where I love my Chrysler Army 412. That's where I found it for the first time. If you're a weird bike fanatic, there's a game made by Polyphony. They make Gran Turismo. It's called Tourist Trophy. That also came on the PS2. That is exactly, it's Gran Turismo 4 but with bikes. That's pretty much it. It has all the same tracks, same style. It's just, instead of cars, it's bikes. It's a lot of bikes. You know, I've played it, a little bit of it. Admittedly, I haven't beat it. And oh my god, I got a win with that on single tank. Amazing. And we're in 2409. So this is our highest ever score. It beat last month's. So maybe we go for 2,500. Who knows? I already lost my train of thought. Yeah, but Tourist Trophy, you know, you can't take that game seriously, I guess, unless you're a bike fanatic. But I'm not, so that's more of a chill game. Juiced 1 and 2? Yeah, I've heard of that. I've never been able to pick it up, but I have it. I've heard of it. Oh wait, the Corvette game. There's a game called Corvette. It's just called Corvette, and you can probably guess It had every Corvette up to like the 2004 C5 50th anniversary car. But yeah, that was the game I really liked, Corvette. There's a few weird ones. Again, back to the oddball ones. There's one called Ford versus Chevy with a really stupid, cheesy plot, but the racing was good. There's Corvette Evolution, which was similar to Corvette, but it had a few outside manufacturer cars. There's Toka. That shouldn't be question. Toka Race Driver. That was what Codemasters made. Toka Race Driver 2 is actually what I have on the PS2, and that was really fun. It's got a lot of spec racing, and it's good for consoles. If you like Rally, Colin McRae Rally, you can't go wrong with that. I don't know which ones came out for the PS2. I think maybe 3? GP2 engine's no more now. The McLaren's actually good, so it's sad. We gotta wait for a funny team radio from Toro Rosso for the new GP2 engine. 2018. We see Honda was slow and unreliable, now it's just unreliable. You know, I had high expectations for Brendan Hartley because he won Le Mans, but, you know, after seeing Pierre Gasly, I think it's just Brendan Hartley's kind of a slower driver. He's not going to have a huge future in Formula 1, unfortunately. Pierre Gasly probably will, though. He'll probably be a Red Bull driver after Ricciardo leaves. And it's a 2-lapper, so I gotta prepare for endurance. Oh, and I suppose if you have a PAL PS2, like a European model of the PS2, go for the Gran Turismo Concepts. There is a ton of them. Whoa, Moed, what are you doing? I want to go on the right side, not the left side. Go for the overtake. Oh, I guess he lagged out right there. Yep. Rip connection. And yeah, that's all I can think of for right now. There's like probably 80 more games that are existing on the PS2. And there's probably like 15 games that I haven't thought about yet. Whoa. Okay, at least I didn't lose the lead there. Oh, it's only a 3-person race? Okay, we're not going to have much gains on this one. 13, that's not so bad. We'll go to 2,500. To get my new personal best, highest score ever in Multiplayer League. I wouldn't recommend getting the PC I'm gaming on because it's old. It's from 2015. It still runs A8 fine, but Steam games, it's not been going good for it. I've been using my new PC for Steam games. My new one has a 1050 Ti graphics card, i7, all the good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Red Bull's not using Aston Martin engine. They're just a sponsor. I think Aston, if Red Bull does well, like if they get second in the constructors or something, I think Aston Martin will probably pursue more into F1. Like they might build engines or something come 2021. Oh, this is Tokyo. Probably a Grand Sport in the mix. Auto Medalista, yeah. I actually never played that game, and that's one of the games that I should have bought back when I was a kid, but I guess I couldn't find that GameStop. That was back when I didn't go on Amazon. to look for games, I only went to GameStop to find my racing games. So I never went on the internet to do research. So, unfortunately, along with all the good racing games, I also have all the bad racing games. Which there are a few that are pretty bad. Don't want to get sued by anybody, so I'm not going to name any, but if you guys go on the internet, you could probably see a few. There's a few that I really want to pick up, like Enthusia. That's a PS2 racing game that kind of is undershadowed because Gran Turismo 4 came out in the same year, and that one was far superior for a racing title. But Enthusia had a really good car list. The only thing that kind of crippled it was Gran Turismo 4, and then the lack of real tracks. Also, thanks Mode for the win in the 14-point game again. I'm reading the chat. No. But, while I'm driving, I don't have 8 eyes, I only have 2, and I focus both of them on the road. I'm not cross-eyed. But, while we're waiting in the menus, I can read the chat. Alright. Glad I was able to make some recommendations. Kind of take a trip through memory lane, right? That was back when I'd come home from school, and literally I would just play PS2 all day. Mostly Gran Turismo 4, but that's not to say that I played a ton of other games. And I beat them, too. It wasn't like I only beat Gran Turismo 4. It's just usually I was able to take a racing game and beat it in less than a month, whereas Gran Turismo 4, I spent years on that. Even if it was just, messing around in arcade mode, doing time trials. Stuff that doesn't actually technically count. It's just that game was so much fun and so enjoyable. The replay value was amazing. I got some work to do to make a comeback. Oh, yes not. I guess I just inherited the lead just like that. Call me Kimi Räikkönen or, or Lewis Hamilton at Singapore 2017. That's more like it. Just have everybody in front crash out so you can get the easy win. I mean, we don't know what classes the new cars will be, because remember, they put the 959 in D class, and that thing should be right where the F40 is. That was one of the few things I really did not like Gameloft doing with the 959, because that is one of my favorite Porsches ever. And to put that in such a low class with a fake top speed that is so bad. Its max pro top speed is worse than its real life top speed. $24.50. Alright. Maybe in 5 races we can get to 2,500, break that magic number. And on a high note there. Ninja H2R has to be the fastest bike ever. That actually might be a contender for King if there was a supercharged speed for the end. That supercharged speed might be faster than the Vulcan, on the H2R. We'll have to see what they do with it. But it will be interesting. I think Ed left, because he's probably going to his local game store to buy more PS2 games. Or something. I don't know. See, it's really hard to find PS2 games. Unless you find a mom and pop shop. I've actually grabbed a few games off of a local shop, not GameStop, to buy some older games. Because that's where you can find them now. I went to GameStop to buy Burnout Paradise Remastered a few weeks ago on sale. And they only have PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, and then those Nintendo, the Switch, the 3DS, and a tiny box for the Wii U. It's sad that the Wii U came out like 4 years ago, and it's just now that tiny box section at GameStop. The PS3 has more, an Xbox 360 from 2005 has more shelf space than the Wii U. It's pretty sad. And that console had potential, and it definitely did not live up to the hype. That thing I think only had 2 good games for it that I can remember, which were Smash and Mario Kart. Which that's pretty much any given, and the Switch all. Okay, that was just bad. I shouldn't have flat spin there with somebody so close to my left. That's just poor judgment. But we'll have a recovery drive because it's 2 laps. And this track is a precision one, so we can make some time on some turns. Drop behind the Husaria just for a moment. And he wrecks, so don't even have to do any more work. Alright, since nobody's on my rear, I could flat spin this now. And looks like I'm going to have to settle for third unless somebody crashes. Oh, that was close. This guy in second looks like he's driving a bit unstable. Looks like I'm gaining on him now. Okay, I have to switch. Because I've lost. Unless somebody parks at the start. Third place it is. -1. This is our first deduction, I think, of the day. Yeah, rip people who burnt their engines in the aerial item. But, you know. Honestly, with all the boxes and cups we get these days, finding a common V8 isn't that bad, you know. I just hope this update doesn't introduce any new cards, because I'm sick of new cards. We got the Legendary Electric, which is only used for 1 car, and now it's just wasted. Vulcan has fake speed, but it's still so fast that it's king. It's literally the best thing ever to happen in Asphalt 8. And I think it's on my top 2 most used cars now, given how much I've used it in multiplayer. Oh, we got a GP2 engine here, but that Honda only lasts for 10 seconds, hence my lead. Gotta be a little safe with the nitro here. Just barely making it. Oh, I did. If I knew that perfect run was coming, it would have gone left, but oh well. We're in a decent spot right now. People still arguing about the speed of the Vulcan. It's fast. Whatever you guys think it is, it's fast. Which is why it's so popular. And it deserves to be popular. This car is literally... It's like... perfect. The only thing that could be improved on this car, honestly, is the acceleration. But the acceleration is still really good. It's just not top tier acceleration. But everything else is perfect about this car. I've said this before and I said it again. It's the best thing to ever happen to Asphalt 8. And you know, it's pretty. It's a pretty car. It's nice. I wish it was for FXXK instead as the track car that's ended up being the king, but you know what? I'll take the Vulcan because I love the Vulcan. 17, that's where we go. Yeah, the RX-7 is a missing car in this game. Frame drop, frame drop, frame drop. Boom. More frame drops. This is crazy stuff. Gonna move this one a little more towards me. I see a Grand Sport there, but unlucky for him, this is a 2-lap race. On Ice Cave, of all things. Not a very good track for the Corvette. Got maybe like 3 sections that I can get time, which first one is this one, and like next one is the section after the cave, and then the final straight. Otherwise, good luck. I shouldn't have flat spin there. That was dangerous. And I reset my perfect run there too. This is also risky, but I need nitro because I know this guy's gonna take my yellow. Oh my god, my driving is horrible and I'm gonna pay for it. Grab the nitro. I need to grab what I can grab to hold on to this position. Oh my god. Mode. Everyone's going left. I don't know why everybody goes left. Is that suddenly the faster route? I don't know. Maybe it's less risky. Alright, that was too high. Oh no, Mode had an incident. He's been so nice today to me. I can't help but feel bad for him. But at least he's on a free race, I think. I hope. Alright, and there goes my chances of getting the lead. I'll take it. Whoa, okay, he's in Elite League. And that's like near top, 3,978. Wow. So we're now 23 points away from our goal. And looks like we might hit this early. We'll see. Here's to another try. I definitely choose Need for Speed Hot Pursuit because Driver San Francisco is a story-based game, and it doesn't really help because I know exactly how the story is because I beat it. And you know. Also, the game's a bit short. Like, literally, I beat that game in like 4 hours. How do you donate? Go to the description. You can either use Super Chat, if it's available in your country, or if you have PayPal, you can use the Streamlabs link in the description. I got a double knockdown right there on something I shouldn't have gotten. Alright, so now we need to do work because we had a less than preferable start, although we did get lucky with that double knockdown. Whoa! I don't know how I didn't get the knockdown there, but you know what? I'm not complaining. We got Tryon, so he's our prey. Because here comes the speed. This is what the redeeming factor of the Vulcan is, right here. This is it. Edson, you don't have much time left. Just like that. You see how broken the Vulcan is, even with the acceleration like the Tryon. Boom, up 10. So now it's 13 away from our goal. Could we get it in the next race? Who knows? So we got Moed. That's good for our rank if we beat him. But we're gonna need more people than just 3. Unless that guy's in like Elite League. It looks like it is just gonna be S3 unless some other people queue up. I guess not. So, spotted the Corvette Grand Sport user. Because who votes 2 laps? Honestly, all this is doing is just giving me more room to make a recovery drive if I mess up on lap 1. It's Vulcan, Vulcan. There's the Grand Sport driver, of course. Because he needs 2 laps to win. I mean, I don't blame him, because Corvette Grand Sport is not a good 1-lapper car. It's better in 2 laps. But when you need 2 laps to win, and you only vote 2 laps, and you ruin it by picking, like, Tokyo, for example. Because my mindset for Asphalt multiplayer is I want to get these rank points as fast as possible. And look, the Corvette guy wrecked. So, number 1, you need to be skilled enough so that when you do force 2 laps, you can actually get the win in 2 laps, not just make the race annoying for everybody else. But number 2, you know, don't you technically gain more rank points? Like, I'm just trolling around in my Vulcan.
A small loan of $1 million.
Thank you very much, Bill, for the Canadian dollar. Appreciate it. Get more progress in that new phone. Still a ways away. But you know what? One at a time. If it takes 600 alerts to get it, I don't care. Whether it takes 1 or 600 alerts to get that phone. Progress is progress. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It looks like we're making small gains on Moed. We just gotta make sure we keep our line clean. Because chances are he's going to get us a free win unless he's on a ticket. Because look, I just saw that guy in 3rd just crash in the minimap. Oh, Moed crashed, so I just Kimi Räikkönen and got a free lead. Easy peasy. So, is this enough for Elite League? Moment of truth. It is. But because Elite League's probably in the 3,000s, I'm not going to get the Elite League prizes. That sucks with the frame drop just as I cross the line. Man, that sucks. Alright, so we're back. So yep, 2,500. Nice. But as I'm about to reveal right now, 2,500 is actually not what you need for Elite League. You need 3,372. And look at all these hundreds of races these people play just to sneak into the top 100. And look at this. 4,000. See, did you guys read about the story of the people who went to 5,000? And these are just people boosting each other. This might all be the same person, to be honest. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, I am ranked 55. So not a lot of people push for Elite League. And honestly, these are like the people that I think are pushing for Elite League. Otherwise, you just got people just chilling in Champ. Hey, there's Predator. I'm not far behind him, actually. He's done 493 races where I've done a crisp 41. Hey, Kim. Yeah, I got this webcam a while ago, but it's still pretty good. Pretty good. So now that we're in Champion League 1, I think that's going to end multiplayer season. Because this is my personal best finish in multiplayer league. And what's this premium decal? I think I might already have that one, so I don't really care. Tuning kit, a D upgrade, no thanks. Not worth pushing more. So yeah, that is our multiplayer part. So we've got some fuel now. Let's see how our boosters are looking. Got a little bit left. See how I can do this. So I got 6 bars. Yeah, as you can kind of tell, I'm bored of Asphalt 8. So, you know. And I'm also happy at 2,500. This is my personal best for multiplayer league, so you know. I did Health Cup at the beginning. Hot lap time. Yeah, before I go back to cups, I can do a little bit of hot lapping. Just a little bit. Any specific challenge you guys would like me to do? That's not the Mirror Sector 8. You see, multiplayer league requires you to always play, which is a feature I really don't like. Huracan and Devil 16, I have those cars like stock, bare bones, you know. Whoa, I don't want to buy tokens. I don't know why I clicked on that. Is that a challenge? 458 Venice Reverse. Venice. No, it isn't. What's how much challenge for? Sector 8. That's a bad car for Sector 8. Bone stock cereal. Unlock the Cadillac 16. I need a lot of cars for that. I still haven't unlocked the Shelby. That seems to be a good final goal, though. It's just, I need more Max Pro cars. I have a ton of cars, but a lot of them aren't really well upgraded. And all the ones I do have well upgraded, I've already done their masteries. Like, look, Beamer, Camaro, MP4, 635. These cars are not well upgraded. That one's Max Pro. That one's Max Pro. This one's Max Pro. I guess I could do this. But we'll see. That one's Max Pro. That one's Max Pro. You know. And then we start to get into the low tier. And this, I think I claimed all licenses, yes. So, I don't know why I'm waiting. Just claim the boosters. Yep. On V-Class, you know, usual drill. That one's not Max Pro. Because I have a couple upgrades there. Max upgrades that on there. That one's not full up. Actually, I think I can afford one more upgrade on this thing. I can, but I think I might want to save that for inflating the box count. Although, do I have an engine box? I do have engine boxes. So, it's time to play the wonderful game of inventory. Yeah, this is some PTSD from a while ago. You guys remember this. We don't have much engine boxes though, so let's try with engine box 2. Yeah, FIV8, that will help. Engine box 1. I'm looking for cereals, but I don't expect to get any. Alright, so we're gonna need some selling. So you have a low inventory. Is that enough? Should be. I think I went overkill on that, but whatever. Force induction V8. See, these two engines cards are useless. I could use two force induction V8s. I'm happy with that, but you know. I have 60 now, so I could pro the Tryon if I wanted to, but I'm going to save it for the update. As suspected. I'll just throw on this upgrade. Because why not? Give me ever so closer. And you know what? Let's see. I could get 9 licenses from that, so I think I'll do just that. I'll claim this stuff. I mean, not that the MP48's king anymore. It's still a really good car. 12 cc's and 9. Yeah, I'll look at that. I just want to get this license done. It was the rank was 1605. If you missed it, 1605. Because my face cam's blocking it. I was thinking of new stream layouts to do, but I'll wait for Asphalt 9 to see how that plays in. See where's the best place to put my face cam. But the corner. Okay, frame drops, so I'm interrupted immediately. They should have added the MP44 instead of the MP48. I know I've said that, but this car wasn't a championship winning car. It's only a race winning car. Whereas the MP44 was the most dominant F1 car of the 80s. And possibly of all time. So, looks like I can get that one right there. We'll go for that later, though. Onyx Suzanne I could also do. But you know, these aren't 1600 licenses worthy, and that's where, yeah, I looked for S-Class to do this. So somebody said 12cc's and 9, so I'm going to do exactly that. Let me just find the 12C. There we go. Let's just try it. Yeah, Dodge Dakota. I've only owned one car in my life, and that's a Dodge Dart Rally. Let's see what the route is. Because I've played this race before, but I don't remember my tactics. I think I went for this barrel. I think this second draft is like pretty much impossible to get. Okay, so I already know the route now. I remember now. 54-120. Yeah, the MP423. Now, although that was a McLaren Championship, Drivers' Championship winning car, I would say that, yeah, even though the MP423 was the Drivers' Championship, the Ferrari of that year won Constructors, you know. I think if they wanted to throw in a McLaren that was after Senna, Hackinen's McLaren would have been better. But you know, I'm not Gameloft, so. And plus, if you make money off Lewis Hamilton, that's even better. Because I'll tell you, more people know about who Lewis Hamilton is than who Mika Hakkinen is. You know, all four of the F1 cars in this game have some resemblance to popular people. And of course, I'm getting cut off. Alright, so I'm back. I was going to say, as I was saying, all the F1s in Asphalt, they have some resemblance to a popular person. Like, I think I've explained this before. The M14A is Bruce McLaren's car. The MP48 was from Ayrton Senna. The MP425 was Jenson Button Lewis Hamilton. The MP431 was Fernando Alonso's. And the funny thing is that none of those cars have ever won championships. A couple of them won races, but the MP431 is unsuccessful, I'll tell you that. In fact, all the McLaren Hondas are unsuccessful. Maybe the MCL33 will get a podium or two, which I think it will. You know, given there's 21 races, it's bound that one of them is going to be good for McLaren, because not every team has perfect reliability. You know, You can't be Mercedes always. Okay. I'll just live with that. I'll just see what time this is to see how close that is to 54-1. It's probably not going to beat it judging by what the time is right now. 50, 51, 52. Oh no, it is going to beat it. Easy peasy with a mistake. 53,922. There you go. Done. So let's go back to the cups, because I did say I was going to do some cups. And let's do this Honda Civic Type R. Because why not? Get it done. Yeah, unfortunately, Toyota, I think, is going to disappear from all racing games, except for Gran Turismo, for whatever reason. I think that since Gran Turismo has some loyalty with Toyota, they're giving them licenses to everything. That's why we got the Supra as the 2000 GT. The new Supra is coming to GT Sport. So, you know. It was wide. I don't have much handling upgrades, I think. What's that song by Smash Mouth? Well, the frames keep dropping and they don't stop 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 dropping. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily exclusivity, because Project Cars has Toyotas still. But... oh wait, I already said time, never mind. So I guess I'll do the rest in Health Day. Probably try to make an improvement. Because you do have 4 tries, and you know what? This is a fun cup to hot lap. But Forza doesn't even have the Toyota road cars. Forza only has the Toyota race cars. And I think iRacing got the Toyota TS050. I think. I know they got the LMP1 to the 919 and the R18. I think they also got the TS050. I'm not sure, though, because I don't play iRacing. But I did hear that they got LMP1s. So I think Toyota race cars are still available, but not the road cars for some odd reason. Let's see how this goes for our lap time. Gonna be worse as I thought. Yo. That was slick. I'll take it. That was too wide. So I lost all that time I made up on that flat spin. Rip. More frame drops. That was a bad attempt anyway. So here's our last attempt. Anime update in Asphalt. I'm gonna triple this and see what happens. Well, I guess I'll make it. Well, I ruined that lap. One frame worse. If only I had gotten that barrel. That would have been a good lap. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on mastery until 10:30 because I want to watch qualifying for the F1 race. Because Q1 is on right now, and Q1's the boring part. I want to watch Q3, which is the actual good stuff. Right now the fan favorite is Raikkonen take pole, just so you know. So I'm actually going to work on that Savage GTR, since I have a lot to gain from that. Yeah, Raikkonen's right now P1 in Q1. I think he's going to get pole. I think Raikkonen might get his first race win in like years, in 5 years. That would be amazing. I'd be so happy for him. Even though I'm a Vettel fan, I like Raikkonen a lot, so I hope he gets a win this year. And this is the perfect opportunity because he's had some good races in Bahrain. Yeah. Vettel had issues in free practice 3, so I think Raikkonen's actually going to get a race win. Maybe not even by starting in pole. Because, you know, no offense to Bottas, and he got pole last year here, but Bottas is, I don't think he's adapted to the new Mercedes as well as Lewis and the entire grid has to their cars. And Lewis might get the pole position the fastest time, but he has a grid penalty, so he won't start on pole. But that's what it looks like for now, which would be very nice. Sev GTR is very easy to drive. Alright, see you, Bill. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for that Canadian dollar. With each Canadian dollar, I'm slowly becoming a bit more Canadian. Why don't I do multiplayer without Jordan? Because I'm in Elite League point territory. I didn't want to throw that away because I still have tickets that haven't been burnt. Did Max Verstappen crash? Hold up, I need to pause. Did Max Verstappen crash out of Q1? Yup, he did. Red flag. Oof. Oof. P20 for Max on the qualifying. Rip. I really thought Verstappen was going to win the championship this year, but you know what? I don't think that's going to be the case because I think he's now too hot-headed. He had a bad race in Australia, and something tells me he's going to have a bad race in Bahrain. I mean, I just don't think Max Verstappen or Danny Rick are going to be the two next new world champions. Because Red Bull's still fast and it can get race wins. And I think, here's my prediction for next year. I think that Bottas is going to get fired from Mercedes and Ricciardo is going to replace him. Although, I'm not sure on that because that depends. And I think especially if Lewis retires this year, Daniel Ricciardo is going to replace him. For sure. But if you guys aren't aware, Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton have contracts expiring this year. And Lewis is rumored to be retiring at the end of the year, although he might still have some years left in him. I think he's still going to stay in F1 because he has the best car in the grid. And there's no reason for him not to compete. But Daniel Ricciardo is very frustrated with Red Bull right now, and especially if Red Bull adopts Honda for next year, I think Ricciardo is going to be out of Red Bull. And that leaves questions, which honestly he's either going to move to Mercedes or Ferrari, but I don't think he's going to move to Ferrari because one of two reasons. I think especially if Raikkonen gets a win this year, he'll stay in F1 because I just feel like he's one of those people that are just going to stick around for as long as they possibly can until their legs fall off. Because that's been the case for him. And you know what? Schumacher stayed in F1 for 21 years. So, Raikkonen still has at least 5 years left in him then. You think? That depends. I know he's got some clothing thing that he wants to do, fashion, whatever. Which I think... Okay, I'm frame dropped. I'll shut up. Right, we're back? We're back. Okay. As I was saying, I think Lewis, the only thing that would drag him away from Formula One is his fashion, passion thing. Because, if I remember correctly, I'm not a huge Lewis fan, but he does have interest in that. So I think that would be the only thing that would drag him away from F1. And he's probably the most Americanized celebrity, if you know what I mean. If you were to ask any typical American about Formula One, they will only know pretty much Lewis or Sebastian. Pretty much that's it. And more so Lewis. You know, I have a couple friends who are F1 fans that know the whole grid. But, otherwise, I think Lewis is the most Americanized driver here. Besides Haas. But Haas doesn't even have American drivers, so you know.
Too bad that didn't kill me.
So I think Lewis might want to pursue that kind of weird celebrity lifestyle that some choose to go through. Or he could be like Jetson Button, Jetson Button is racing in Japanese Super GT for Honda, driving a Rayburn NSX. But I don't think Lewis is going to be much in motorsports after F1. But anyway, yeah, I think Ricciardo is going to probably take Mercedes, not Ferrari. And also, Ricciardo and Vettel were teammates before at Red Bull, and that did not go so well for the team. Ricciardo got some wins, but that caused Vettel to leave and go to Ferrari. And since Ferrari especially is a very biased kind of team where they have a clear number 1 and number 2 driver, and Sebastian and Kimi are such a good pair for Ferrari, they don't want to lose that. And Ricciardo, he wants to get wins in championships. So if you have 2 drivers that are pushing to get wins in championships, you end up like McLaren in 2007, where you lose to the car that wasn't supposed to win that year. Farm race for beginners, Veneno Mastery 15.
Steering wheel, somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on! Boom!
And there's Kimi Räikkönen right there. See, I'll miss his team radios when he retires, because he has some quality team radios. So let's see, I think Q1 is over now, so I'll take a look at how the grid looks right now for Q1. I guess it's still red flagged. There we go, we're back. After more infuriating frame drafts. So is Justin still here? Because I haven't watched. How's the ESPN coverage? Or are you just watching like a live timing? Because I honestly hated the ESPN coverage from Australia, and I hope they improved, but I doubt it. Oh my god, my driving has just suddenly dropped to really bad levels, like Pastor Martinello levels. Alright, here we go. That's a nice turn. Well, you see, something like Doom Mastery for beginners, it's like telling Ninja, who plays Fortnite, to like do the tutorial, you know. We're back? Alright. As I was saying, you know, people asking me to do beginner stuff. I mean, I like to help out, but, you know, I'm here to do the professional stuff. And not that Mastery is so professional, but, it's progress towards the Shelby Cobra, and I just screwed that. All the frames are dropping. My internet's crashing down. It's beautiful. How long have I been playing? What is it, 2018? So, I mean, actively, I've been playing it for 4 years, but I've played this game since launch, but I don't think I actually started caring until actually around this time. Because I think Spring Break 2014 was when I won my first car in an event, which was the Mercedes-Benz Silver Lightning in like a U.S. Regional Cup, and that's what really got me hooked on the Asphalt. So it was around this time, about 4 years ago, that I started becoming active in Asphalt 8, as in actually trying to do well. And I think the first time I actually went pro was later that year when I joined Rev and got a top 2 finish behind DeLorean. So... But, you know, before I went competitive, you know, I was how I always was on the Asphalt games, you know, chill, racing, arcade, time killer on my phone or tablet, you know. But once I realized there's a competitive aspect to this game, you know, that's where I really kicked off. And honestly, if it weren't for some of the people I've met through Asphalt, I wouldn't be playing today. So, yeah. Alright, Justin, you're back. So I was going to ask, how is the ESPN coverage on the qualifying? Is it any better than Australia, or is it still kind of giving the American viewers the shaft? So I noticed that later this year, we're getting all the qualifying on ESPN2, which is a channel I do have, but then in the summer, and actually the summer all the way through to the end of the year, like after Monaco, qualifying will move to ESPN News, which is a channel I don't have that you'd have to pay extra to get, which I think it's not worth it to watch, you know, one program every 1 or 2 weeks. But, you know, I am seriously considering buying that F1 TV service so that I could watch all the sessions without commercials and with actual quality broadcasting. Nah, I'm still young. My voice has definitely changed in 4 years. You're 11. Look at how youngster. Oh, if only you knew me 4 years ago. I was very immature. Even last year. I still am. And then my frames are dropping. More frame drops. More frame drops. Look at us all so young and innocent. I had a pretty filthy mouth a couple years ago. You know, I was your typical teenager. I still am my typical teenager, but at least when I go on YouTube, I make it viewable to people without headphones. And that's kind of my goal now. Is so that I can make it a good experience for people who don't have headphones, honestly. Because I understand a lot of you guys are kids. So, I gotta adapt to my audience. But I know there's a lot of older people who watch me too. So, I gotta adapt to that audience too. Alright, so this is gonna be the final race of the stream before I switch to watch qualifying. I'm gonna end it a bit early today because honestly, yeah, that's what I thought. ESPN F1 is pretty bad. Alright, we're back. That was a big frame drop right there. But yeah, see, I'm turning 18 next month, so I'm gonna be actually an adult now. By the time the next update's over, I'll be 18. Alright. So that is going to be it for my racing. Sorry about that sudden frame drop, but let's claim all this good stuff. Except for the A upgrade. I will save that for a later time. Probably for the next update. Alright, so there we go. We are now at 938 licenses, which is not enough to do much. But we're ever so closer to the Shelby Cobra, and we could probably do that in like 4 car masteries. So, that is it for the stream. Hopefully the update comes out in time next week, so. With that being said, Bill, I know you're not watching right now, but thanks for that Canadian dollar. Thank you guys all for watching. And, yeah, I will see you guys next week with the new update, hopefully. So, yeah, there's that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.